It's time to Let's Talk. All right. So, we got some serious business to talk about in this Let's Talk. There has been a whole lot of claims and lawsuits and walkouts, strikes, harassments, you name it. That's one of the things with the gaming industry. You do see a lot of this type of stuff, but finally, some people are getting held accountable for their actions, and we're gonna deep dive into this. So Activision Blizzard, you know me, I have a lot of history with Activision, of just making videos for different Call of Duty games. I have just recently been live streaming Call of Duty Cold War, getting into Cold War um, after just picking it up on sale and everything. But also Crash Bandicoot Spyro, though, Activision makes a lot of really cool stuff. I'm pretty sure Sekiro is made by Activision too. So, yeah, totally. The publisher is Activision. So yeah, there has been this whole thing of lawsuits and lots of stuff going on with Activision Blizzard. So we'll start off with the letter from President and Chief Operating COO Daniel Allegre regarding Blizzard Entertainment. Pleased to announce, effective immediately, Jen O'Neill and Mike Ybarra have been appointed co-leaders at Blizzard. Jen and Mike will share responsibility for development and operational accountability for the company. Both leaders great character integrity and deep committed to ensuring our workplace is most inspired, welcoming environments for creative excellence, and with upholding our highest game development standards. So Jen, an 18-year company veteran and former head of Vicarious Vision Studio, which that is the studio responsible for bringing back Crash Bandicoots and CTR, Crash Team Racing. As executive vice president of development at Blizzard, she has been provided senior development leadership and support to the Diablo and Overwatch franchises. Right. So I'd heard that they were switching up. They were getting ready to switch her up and a few others up to other positions outside of Vicarious Vision Studio, and that really shook me up of like what's going to happen with Crash Bandicoot and Spyro. But I think overall, with all this lawsuits and employee walkouts and everything, I think that you're going to need some good people in leadership roles. Way better than what they've had so far, because I'll get to one of the big main points I want to make about whether or not it's good for like all this boycotting stuff, because I've seen it on social media. But Mike has been in technology and gaming industry for over 20 years. Senior executive at Xbox division, or Microsoft's Xbox division. Most recently, Mike was EVP and GM of Platform Technology Blizzard, overseeing BattleNet. Right. Many years of industry. Yeah. Cautionary notes regarding forward-looking statements. Right. That's just legal stuff there. So we'll go off from this IGN article. I always go off of IGN articles, but we'll go off from here. So employees form coalition, reject CEO's choice of law firm. Coalition of workers from across multiple Activisions calling itself the ABK Workers Alliance. Joint letter CEO Bobby Kotick, executive leadership team criticized the decision to hire the law firm WilmerHale. And the letter provided, including Activision Beenox. So Beenox makes CTR. They also, I'm pretty sure they also just helped out with Crash 4. Blizzard Entertainment, which makes World of Warcraft. High Moon Studios, Infinity Ward, which is a big one. I think they are the upcoming Call of Duty Vanguard, which I thought we just saw. Anyways, they should be working on that. Sledgehammer Games, I think it's what is it? No. Infinity Ward's working on the next Call of Duty title. It's Sledgehammer that's making Vanguard. That's right. And then Raven Software, Vicarious Visions, which Vicarious Visions is the team that was behind. I think Beenox also made the Spyro collection, if I'm not mistaken. But Vicarious Visions was the ones behind the Crash Bandicoot trilogy that just got released recently-ish in the last few years. Uh, recent action, the CEO, Bobby Kotick, did not meaningfully address workers' demands following last week's high-profile employee walkout. So, yes, this news is a little bit older, but I was seeing some stuff on social media, as I was saying before, about people like, oh, I'm going to boycott everything Activision. To me, it's not the right move to make. You don't boycott the studio because of all this stuff. The reason why I say that, okay, because there's a handful of assholes in every company, and no matter what industry it is. 800 employees wrote a public letter to Activision. Yeah, so you have thousands of people working on these games, and you have a parking lot full of people that do a walkout. Okay, sure. There's a handful of people that were the assholes that, in all the different development teams and the the higher up managerial positions, and people that, there's a lot of times women will go to HR, and the HR department will be like, well, it's it's your fault, it's not ours. So there is like some very, very bad stories that have come out of the game development space, and there's a reason why there's not a whole ton of females working in the game development space overall. But I feel like there is, but there's like, I don't know, it's weird because you hear that there isn't, but then whenever you see documentaries, then there is. There is definitely more. There's way more guys working at development teams than there is women. Now, the one thing I will say about this is, if you're thinking of like, oh, I'm just going to boycott and that'll do it, that'll stick it to them and everything. Well, in reality, in the practice of that, is there's so many people that buy the games regardless, that don't really care about all the lawsuits and everything, or just don't follow the news, the gaming news and all that. It's not really going to do much. It's not going to, like, you boycotting it really just kind of hurts the employees that are going through the harassment and that are sticking with their job because they have passion. They love to develop the titles that you want to boycott. It makes it so that basically the people that are harassing them, they win regardless whether they're going through a lawsuit or whatever, because in all honesty, the ones that are doing the harassment are winning just by, if you boycott a game because of that stuff, it's less funding that the development team gets, for like the really good people that have the passion, that have the creativity, the ability, and just want to make really cool stuff happen. And they are sticking through it, making that product that they want to see happen and that everybody else wants to see happen. They go through the harassment and everything, and then all of a sudden it's like people just go, I'm just going to boycott this. So you see how that kind of translates into it. It can hurt the people that are actually trying to work on good stuff because of a handful of people that the media outlets, and it gets all into this lawsuit stuff and everything. So I just feel like, it's a lot of like the stockholder stuff, or shareholders, excuse me. It's shareholders suing the company over harassment crisis. It's being investigated and everything else. So there is, there's some shakeups being happening, as we see here. Hopefully, better people, Jen and Mike, are gonna make stuff a lot better in the work area. Is it going to weed out everyone that is doing the harassing and everything? Probably not. But again, that just doubled down on what I said earlier of like, yeah, if that stuff is happening, definitely still buy the products that you want, that you would normally want to buy without all this harassment stuff going on and everything. I saw people not want to play Call of Duty or stream, and telling people don't play Crash Bandicoot and Spyro or Sekiro or this one or that one, because of this stuff that's going on. It's like, well, all the really cool people that are dealing with a bad work environment, that's their hard work. That's their hard work that you are going online and appreciating. that they spent their time and then also possibly getting harassed to make that stuff happen. On top of that, too, the only way development teams get paid is if you buy the product. So you boycotting the product. The developers are just trying to make a living off of what they love doing, and the platform that they love and everything that they have passion for. If you don't buy the product, then they also still don't get paid. They've done all that hard work, and I mean they're getting paid, but they're not going to get in the long run. They're not getting paid, or possibly you could see like the Crash Bandicoot franchise. We spent 20 something years trying to get Crash Bandicoot back. We finally do, and then this stuff happens, and it's like, to me it's just like, man, we just had a really great Crash Bandicoot 4, and there was a lot of passion, and you could just hear it off from the developers the way that they were talking, that they really enjoyed working on Crash Bandicoot. They wanted to see it come back just as much as anybody else wanted to see it come back. So we finally got a good product, and if everybody boycotts Crash Bandicoot, there goes Crash Bandicoot again. So then they don't get to work on their passion project once again. The bullies win. So I get where people are coming from on that, of like they just want to do the right thing and they want to get justice served and everything. I don't think boycotting is the right way of doing it, because one way or the other, the shareholders are going to pay for those products to get made, because there's enough people that will go around and buy the product anyways. Taking a day off from the servers, sure, but again, it just goes back to work harder, work better development team. When you take a day off from the servers in defiance of the bullies, why should you hurt yourself with not playing a game that you are enjoying just because somebody else wants to be an asshole? That's kind of the other way of I kind of look at this whole thing. It's a messy situation. I hope that this does spark something in all the game development studios, that if there is anybody that needs to just hit the road and get out of the game studio because they are harassing people in the development teams, I really hope that this stuff gets straightened out one way or another. Nobody should be harassed going to work. I'm definitely not on the side of anybody that's doing the harassing or whatever, but I am also definitely deeply on the side of the people that are really cool, hardworking people that want to make a really cool product. So yeah, that's my kind of thoughts on all this stuff that's going on. New management, they could run stuff even better. We could see more crossovers happen. We could have even cooler stuff happening for the dev team that is still there wanting to work hardcore on making the products as cool as they can possibly be. Only time will tell. But again, like I said, we need change to happen. It's an equal amount of guys and girls working at every single company is great. To it's better having both. There. It's just it is. So, anyways, that's my thoughts on this whole thing. Just like treat each other good. Don't let a handful of assholes dictate what you know and love, and the products that you want to buy and spend your time and cash on. But yeah, just treat each other nice out there, and have a good time out there. Anyways, thanks for tuning in. Thanks for stopping by. As always, I will see you next time.